Hi, I'm Craig Rowland, founder of Sandfly Security. Today, I'm here to talk about excessive SSH authorized key entries present on users. Now, this isn't necessarily a security vulnerability by itself, but it could definitely lead to lateral movement attacks and can also lead to backdoors that you might not know are present, or basically just flat out credential theft. So let's discuss what the problem is. Essentially, authorized keys files with SSH are very easy for people to add keys into, but very few people actually delete those entries once they're in. So over time, you could find these files just start getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm going to jump over here to the Sandfly dashboard. I'm going to show you what we mean. So Sandfly is an agentless endpoint detection and response product. We also do SSH key auditing, password auditing, drift detection, and more. But for today's demonstration, we're going to do what we call a policy check, which essentially is looking for things that are happening on a system that are kind of bad or maybe not a great idea to do, in a way almost operating like a guardian angel. So we scan one of our hosts here called Sandfly Victim. And on this host here, we got a policy violation that says user authorized keys are excessive. So what does this mean? We found, first of all, the user root, and they had an authorized key file, which is not a great idea, but it happens all the time. We need to live in reality here. And we said the user root has 43 keys present in their authorized key and authorized key 2 file. Now you might think 43 keys of 43 different people who could log in as root is high, but actually I think our record that we've had from one customer report was something like 97. But basically what you need to understand here is that we have identified that this user of root, or it could be any other root, any other non-root user, has just a large number of people who can log in as that person. If we go to our raw result data here, we can see everything about that user, including the entire list of all the keys that have access to that account. Now, the other way we can do this too is with our SSH hunter, which too much to get into in this video here, but I think it'll be a bit interesting later on. Essentially with this root user here, I could go to my user entries and I can list out all the entries of all the keys that are present here. But let's go over and switch to the terminal to show you what this looks from terminal land. First of all, I'm in my root directory here. Obviously I have some directories present here, and we're gonna go to the .ssh directory. I do a quick listing here. I see a couple things. Here's my authorized key file. We don't discuss it in this video, but we actually see a private key here lying around. This is really bad news. We do discuss another video, but we're not going to touch on it today. But in the authorized key file, we could see here just a large number of keys, and I'm going to put it through the line counter here. And again, I could see that there's 43 entries here. What this means is there are potentially 43 different individuals or automated systems that can log in as this account. There is no way you're going to be able to know who all these keys are, whether or not they belong here, and who they are. So what we're telling you from a Sandfly perspective is that this is a really dangerous activity. If I go back to my browser here, you actually can see on this information that you can actually change what it is we look for. So the default here for the Sandfly is we look for more than 10 keys. We'll do an alert. Now, maybe that's not high enough for your organization. You could clone our check and you could change that number and make it something else. But basically what we're saying is more than 10 keys, we're going to give you an alert. But the main thing here to understand is that if you see excessive keys for one of your users, you should probably go take a look at it. Not necessarily an immediate security vulnerability indicating an attack, but definitely it's a great place for an attacker to hide and get access to accounts that you probably don't want them on. So it's something to look into. Definitely in terms of SSH hygiene, it's something you need to consider. So if you enjoyed this video, please check out our other videos as well. We have a lot of different information on Linux forensics, incident response, SSH keys, intrusion detection, and more. I'm Craig Rowland from Sandfly Security. Thanks again for watching, and bye.